Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well. Gonna light some sage here, get it going for us. Thanks for being here, everybody. I really appreciate all your comments and your likes and your subscribes, and thank you so much for the donations. It's really, it's empowering. And I didn't know that something like this had even existed, and I'm just very grateful to be able to share time with you here and to share stories that are assisting you in any way whatsoever. It pleases me greatly to offer this service to you, so thank you for being so generous with your time, your attention, your care, and you sharing your love. It's wonderful. Oh, let's see. Let's get some of this going. I'm going to be ringing the singing bowl just for a minute to kind of clear out the energy here. Clear out that energy. If you have sound sensitivity, please turn your volume down now. Alrighty then. Woo. Okay, everyone, let us tap right in and see what storyline Spirit would like to share with you. What do we got for story time today, Spirit? What storyline would you like to share with the collective at this time, please? Storyline for the collective, please, Spirit. Storyline for the collective. Collective energy. What's going on out there in the collective? What's happening on the macro and the micro? In the central energy. Tower. That goes with the message of this morning. I received a message. I was woken up with the words laid waste. I rolled over to record the message and it was 1:01 a.m. So somebody's in a tower. They're in a disaster. In the challenge position, King of Pentacles, a successful provider. in the subconscious. We've got the Two of Swords in the upright. So there's tough decisions stuck in the middle. A stalemate. In the recent past, Three of Wands in the upright. An opportunity for success. The sun is rising. Got his little headband on, ready to get it on. No sweat here. No sweat here. Intentions and expectations. Nine of Pentacles. Success. Again. Success. King of Pentacles has success on the card. Three of Wands has success on the card. Nine of Pentacles has success on the card. For the home. And there's a bird's eye view of everything that's happening here. Nothing goes unseen. In the near future, is the world. An achievement, a completion of a cycle. The world turns. Successful endings. Again, success. 4 times. They've accomplished to undo whatever it was that had everybody stuck. And now they're stuck. The lens is being looked through. Is the Nine of Swords in the upright. They're in a nightmare. They can't sleep. They're full of anxiety and fear. Anxiety and fear. Trapped in an illusion. Trapped in an illusion. In the environment. Ace of Cups, new love. A big old cup of love. Innocent love with the dove there. A rich, wealthy love with this Nine of Cups. You're accomplished. You definitely know how to love. Lots of love. With this cup and this cup, you got 10 cups. You got 9 pentacles. The world has turned, leaving these ones in a tower, stuck in a Nine of Swords. They're stuck in an illusion, a nightmare, because they're stuck in this illusion. They're stuck in the middle, which is weird to me because the middle ground seems like it would be like balance and harmony, right? But I guess this middle would be the crossroads. Like maybe they're not really going anywhere. I don't know. Hopes and fears. Queen of Cups, the mother, loving and caring. And the outcome. Four of Wands, celebration, marriage, coming home, belonging. Protection of the star. patient, conservative, tentative about the rejuvenation, about the what I heard the other day about the solution for what has plagued us for so long. So there's a protection around rejuvenation, around your faith, around the fact that you never gave up and you never stopped shining and you never stopped loving. You never gave up hope. You just shined brighter, which caused these ones a defeat. And a negative outlook. They don't like the cup they've been given. Because you're making plans, you got a new job, and you've gained a victory here. New beginnings. Innocent new beginnings. And of course, you know, there's these greedy, possessive, hoarding people who are juggling right now. They're in a Ten of Wands energy. They're really pissed. They're in this tower over your stability, your new abundance. The fact that you got this pentacle. Look, you got 9 pentacles and then an Ace of Pentacles. You've got the Ace of Cups and the 9 of Cups there. And the Hermit has shown the light on everything, and you are moving away from this trauma. You're getting relief from friends. Friends and family who are caring and fearless and battle ready. On behalf of the lovers, the Empress. It could be that they're protecting the Empress and her relationship here. I mean partnership. Get that word out of my head. I'm so sick of third-party terminology. This is protected. This union is protected. They're making plans for the future, and it's very strong. It's a very strong future. There's 10 Pentacles here. The world has turned. And those ones who are in a tower are disappointed. They are in sadness and regret. They failed. And look, the wheel has turned. You got the world here in the near future, which is a completion. And then you've got the Wheel of Fortune here, which is a change and a turning point. Leaving these ones feeling trapped. So there is still agitation here by those that are just like in a tower, and they don't have any solutions. And the only thing that they ever had was making you suffer. That was their solution. The more suffering, the better. But it didn't get them what they want. It got them stuck in a nightmare. In a tower. But they're still hoping that they can at least... See, what they're hoping is that they want to knock you out of unification with the divine and the shadow in you. Because you're harmonizing inside of yourself. You are coming into complete balance. And your frequency and vibration has elevated. You are emitting more light. But your shadow isn't like running rampant and causing chaos in the world. You harnessed that bad boy or girl, and you brought your light to it, your introspection, and you said, bling, we're going to be family. And these ones are so upset because you freaking closed the cycle. You took your love with you and your pentacles, your wealth, your spiritual inheritance. What's interesting to me is that previous cycle, not the last mini cycles, but the previous big cycle, there was this thing about, some folks said, well, it wasn't Jesus because he's drowning in a pool of shit forever, in eternity, or whatever. Some people said that. And they may have even done something to that effect within the shadowy realms. But apparently it's not going that way this time. Because you unified. You got sick of suffering. And you rose up into your angelic and you said, I'm healing my triggers. I'm healing my pain. I'm going to love myself. And you started pouring into yourself from the upper. And you alchemized your shadow. And you closed this out. See, they needed you stuck in the shadow. They needed you stuck in this fight. And you said, no, I'm not doing it. I've had enough. And you did something else. Tower, they did not reciprocate. There was no equal give and take with them. And so now they're in a tower. Everything they had is crumbling because they got it on false pretenses. They stole it. It was stolen. So now they're losing everything. They're challenged by this King of Pentacles here, a provider. Who apparently loves you. Our love is always there despite the distance. And whoever is in this tower is stuck at a crossroads. Could be blind to the truth, unable to recognize it. Like they could just be blind. They just can't see. Neglect. They did not reciprocate with you. They're in a tower. This King of Pentacles loves you. There's an inseparable love here. Those who are in the tower who failed to reciprocate, see, they neglected you. They neglected you in a big way. And so now they're at a crossroads. They can't move forward. I don't know if they're going to move back. I don't know what exactly happens at the crossroads. I haven't studied that. I just know that it exists. So in the recent past, you have an adventure, an opportunity for success. And you said, I'm going to strap on my sweatband and we're just going to get to work. And you look, the sun's rising. You're bringing all that light into this world. And that's what's happening, see? You managed your shadow. You healed your triggers. You licked your wounds and you tended to them until they healed. And you healed your shadow. And you rose up into your angelic. You harmonized within yourself. You're no longer triggered. You no longer have those, what do they call them? Grievances. You no longer have grievances that these ones could latch onto and plant seeds in. Because you did your work. You got tired of it and you said, I'm just going to alchemize. And you did. You went inward and you focused on you and your inner harmony. Because you got tired of feeling so crappy. So now you're going on an adventure. You got 9 of Pentacles, luxury, profit, success, home, and an Ace of Pentacles, a business opportunity. Money is coming. You've got new abundance and stability coming in. You never gave up hope. You never gave up hope. You did the work. You're like, I'm going to make it work. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And you did it. And you did. You did. You successfully completed the cycle. As painful as it was, you were successful. Very accomplished. No third parties are coming in here. You locked them out. You locked them out. Or whatever you did. The cycle is complete and there's no third parties. They're in a Nine of Swords and the Moon card. So they're in a nightmare. They're stuck in an illusion. Passion. Look at that dark. Look at that darkness there. Look at that darkness. That's where they're at. That's where they spent all their time doing their sex magic and whatnot, and that's where they're at. They're stuck in a nightmare, in an illusion of deception that's wrapped up in this passionate root chakra, shadowy energy. And you've got your Ace of Cups here, emotional fulfillment, new love, and a Nine of Cups, wealth, accomplishment. We've got secrets here. It came out like this. It could be that you just don't know everything. Like, what I'm thinking is that this is spiritual inheritance. This is all happening in the spirit realms, and it has yet to manifest in the 3D. So you may not know exactly everything. Or it could be that a prideful person is trying to share some of the secrets, but they're not telling everything. So they want to tell some of the secrets, but they're not telling everything. They want to say because they've been detached from your love. So whatever secrets they're telling, it's not everything. They're still lying and intending on keeping those secrets from you. They're only willing to share a little bit in order to try to gain access to your cups, your love. So you got Queen of Cups here, caring, emotional. They missed their opportunity with the Queen of Cups. They missed their opportunity with she who is a nurturer and who pours love into the family. They missed their opportunity to be part of this family. They want your forgiveness. Or it could be that this forgiveness is also another word for release. So there could be a release going on here. They missed their opportunity with the Queen of Cups, and there is a coming home celebration, and there is forgiveness. There could be like a release, or there could be forgiveness between those counterparts that are coming together into union. Like maybe they had been separated for a time, and maybe there was a lot of stories going on, you know, with these ones trying to keep you trapped. And your heart will mend. Your hearts will be united. The connection will be mended. These chasers are overwhelmed. They sabotage themselves and they're being held back. You have an understanding of what they did, and it's simply time to go. They can't change things. It is what it is. They're in a tower. What are you staring at me for, baby? So, you know, there's a lot of angry people out there and they're in a nightmare. They're stuck in an illusion. They could be unsettled, you know. I don't see any reason, any in particular reason why you should be concerned here, except for that they're delusional, and they're in an extreme anxiety and fear, and they're in the middle of a huge tower, and they have been seen as neglectful, and so I guess you could expect anything coming here. I don't know. Just it's not a bad idea to remain conscious of your surroundings. So somebody's in a tower. They did not reciprocate with you. They took. They just took. They didn't create anything. They didn't build anything. They didn't add or apply anything of their own self. They just took, and claimed it as their foundation. And then they neglected you. They did not give you a reward for all of your effort. They didn't give you anything at all. They took. Imagination. They misuse their mind. King of Pentacles is a successful provider. You're in an inseparable union with this person. Your love is always there despite the distance. Or maybe he just loves you. Oh, they can't cause him a failure. They're challenged because they couldn't cause him to fail. He kicked some booty there, and he put this selfish person in a tower. All for love. All for love. King of Pentacles did not fail. He put these people in a crossroads because they neglected you, failed to give you what you needed, hurt you, stole your work, laid claim to it, didn't build anything, just took, prideful. Again, it came out prideful. Those who were prideful they stole everything from you, and they neglected to give you the basics of what you needed. You have a great opportunity here. You've got a Nine of Pentacles and an Ace of Pentacles. You never gave up hope. Discipline. These ones didn't have any discipline when they come after you. They didn't have any discipline at all. They just stole from you your efforts and then put you in a position where you were suffering. You were dealing with these people who had no discipline. And you're ready for an opportunity for success. Boom! And it's here, honey. It's here. Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, successful home, lots and lots of stuff. You got a bird's eye view. Nothing goes unseen. And you're very stable and secure. You never gave up hope. It's wonderful. Unification within you cause these ones to go into a tower because of your inner fortitude and your effort to heal all the wounds and to be still in the storm brought them a tower. You didn't have to do anything except heal and harmonize and remain hopeful and loving. And they have to surrender their need to control you. That you never gave up hope. They have to surrender the need to control you. They lacked discipline. They have no discipline. No third parties are here in the near future. And the world has turned. This is a successful ending and a completion of a cycle. It still probably has yet to manifest in the 3D. This is the end of third-party unions. And I don't know. I mean, they're in a bad tower. I don't like to read the death card as an actual literal death, but it could very well be that. I mean, I don't know. This is nasty. This is big. But balance is being restored. You are successful. Because you are inwardly harmonized, we can outwardly harmonize. You made it possible by doing the inner work. And that's what all these wars and everything were. They wanted to knock you out of center. They wanted you stuck in chaos, crying, miserable. But you said, no, I'm going to harmonize. I'm going to be balanced within myself. I'm going to be the eye of the storm. And you did. And you closed out this cycle. You brought balance to the whole thing just by doing that within yourself. And as a collective, that's huge. You didn't feed into the war. I mean, your money might have been taken from you, and you might have been forced to give your hard-earned money to this scenario. So there are third parties. They're experiencing an ending here. They have to surrender their need to control. They're in a 9 of Swords, a nightmare, and an illusion with the moon here. They're stuck in the dark with passion, with sex, with lower vibrational unions. I don't know how this stuff works, but I can tell you one thing. My antagonizers know how it works. Or at least they think they do. Maybe they did in the previous cycles. I don't think it ever went like this before. Judgment. Surrender, death, no third parties, nightmare, illusion, passion in the dark, so sexual things in the dark, judgment. See, and they were like, it was nasty, man, the way that these dominators were doing, because they're all about trafficking of the root chakra energies of the collective, right? I mean, this has been a moneymaker for these people for a long, long time. I mean, I may as well talk about it. It's the truth, right? So what's happening here is it looks like they got stuck in the trap that they wanted you in. Servicing shadow dwellers or whatever? I don't know. Maybe that's the judgment. What they wanted for you is what's happening to them. You've got your Ace of Cups, your new love. Your 9 of Cups, your wealth. There might be somebody wanting to tell you secrets because they missed their opportunity, but they're not telling all the secrets. They don't have any courage. They want to take part in your love. You've got an Ace of Cups and a Nine of Cups. They want to take part of your love. They're going to tell you half-truths because they don't have any courage and they need your love. They need you to love them. But they don't treat love well. It's very clear how they feel about love. There's no mistake about it. And so they miss their opportunity with the mother, the Queen of Cups, the one who pours her love into the family unit. I mean, and I'm not talking about, you can take it on a micro or macro, however you want to take it. I look at this as the Earth Mother, or the Divine Mother that resides in the feminine collective. These ones who abused her for so long, so many cycles, they have been separated from her love cup, from her nurturing. She doesn't have to take care of them anymore. She's not responsible for their well-being. They tried to undo her and keep love from her. They tried to put her here and steal this from her. And they failed. And now they want forgiveness. There's a change. So they missed their opportunity. There is a change. Their Four of Wands is here. They want forgiveness. Or perhaps there's Four of Wands forgiveness. Perhaps there's forgiveness within these Four of Wands unions. Because it became very, very clear what these third parties were doing with the energy and the essence and the trickery and the masks and the magic and all of that. So the upper and the lower, they all, there had been a severing of the bridge or whatever. There was a disconnect. And so these ones were like fabricating all kinds of illusions and sending out all these messages while just being atrocious in this realm. And so everything is clear now. Everything is seen. So whatever lies were told on you with these third parties, or whatever masks they wore, and however they filthied your essence and claimed that you were this or you were that, it's seen that that was a lie. It simply wasn't true. So there's forgiveness between you. And there's a lot of growth in the consciousness and awareness because the truth is known and you are at peace with this. Focusing on the lighter side of life. Because when you focus on being happy, you know you're on the right path. And when the world was trying to rip you apart emotionally, tear your heart out, you did whatever was necessary with gratitude to keep your humor about you, to laugh it off. You didn't allow yourself to fall into misery. And you harmonized inwardly, internally, with gratitude. And that gained you your freedom from this crap. Your inner alchemy is what made it happen. The fact that you unified within allowed the outer to become unified. They didn't want you to know the power in that. They wanted you to know you're either going to go to heaven or hell. And you better be good. And you better do what we say. And it's like, bull crap. You got heaven and hell right in you. You've got the power of all the realms right here. Unified. Now you can choose to be all angry and crappy and go pour shitty attitudes into the world. You can choose to ignore that, shut that off, and just say, oh, everything's fine, everything's fine. Oh, you can choose to do that and ignore the reality of that. Or you can just buckle up and feel the pain of it all and expand and harmonize And you did. Thank you for your dedication to the divine within you and to the beast within you, making sure that they become friends so that you yourself could be settled, and then what you put out into the world and what you were able to transmit. I mean, they were dumping crap into the world, but you became an expert transmuter, harmonizer, unifier. You're like, there's all this garbage out there, but I'm gonna turn it around. I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna laugh at it, and I'm gonna be like, whoa, whoa. And you did that. You're like the alchemist. You're the alchemist. You're incredible. And what you did here in the mind, in this field of awareness, when you settled your mind and you didn't allow yourself to be pulled in this direction or pulled in that direction, you said, I am right here. And this is where I'm at. Caused a failure. You triumphed. You triumphed over the mind effery. You triumphed over the mind effery. And these ones are in a tower. King of Pentacles is here, successful, a provider, inseparable. Our love is always there despite the distance. He did not fail. He put these ones right there at a crossroads. These ones who neglected you and failed to give you what you needed out of pride. He handled it. He handled it. New family tree. He might want a child with you. He's protecting the vitality, the essence. He loves you. He may want a child with you. Put these prideful ones right in the crossroad. They're blind to the truth. They can't see. Oh man, I threw a whole bunch of cards out. Let me just do that over. Hesitation. They're confused. They don't know what to do. Because you have an opportunity for success. They were not disciplined. They don't have any discipline. You, on the other hand, are very disciplined. They're at risk. Those who lack discipline are at risk. They don't have discipline. They don't know how to hold themselves together. They were using you, draining you of your happiness, your love, and they were using that to appear as though they were well balanced, but they're not disciplined. And they're in a tower and at risk because they've been cut off from you. And your love and your pentacles, they didn't earn any of it. It was all stolen. And the King of Pentacles is here claiming it back. He's claiming it all back. Laid waste. Destruction. Death. Aid, mercy, charity, kindness. You received aid. It could be that you had been suffering from mental disturbances or mind effery, for a long time. While people stole from you your creations, your ideas, your manifestations, while they blocked you and then stole whatever gifts you had to offer and then pretended that it belonged to them. Gifts of the mind, connections of the mind, especially high priestess or hierophants or whatever. If they had been like snared up, then their connections could have been hijacked, and then they could have been sending back and forth information as that person, as though they were you, wearing your essence and all of that, pretending to be a hoe bag, but it was never you. It was somebody else dressing up in your essence while they buried you. But because you rose up out of the ashes, out of that darkness, and you harmonized and unified with the light in you, and you became seen because you cleansed up all the shadowy crap that they had layered you in, and it's like all of a sudden you're like bling, and they're like, whoa, what's happening? And then it's like everything fell apart. Because it became very clear that the one that was your doppelganger doing atrocious things as you is recognized as a third party, and this is over. And you have forgiveness and reconciliation. It was never you. It was a scam to trap you so that they could continue siphoning your abundance and your wealth and your connections and pretending to be, a being of light. Oh, you're getting a new job. This is a completion of this cycle. You have inwardly and outwardly harmonized and balanced your inner and outer environment. You're an expert. You have learned a lot about alchemy, about harmonizing, about unifying. And you became the great unifier. First within self, and then within your environment, and then as a collective. These third parties, these ones who tried to destroy your ability to unify and then come together, balanced in this middle ground, which is your home. You don't belong in the lower ground. You're not going to go there. You're here having a family, raising children, balanced in this mist, and you've got a new job. You've learned so many skills. This is a completion of the cycle, and you have marriage here. There's no third party things. Death to third party unions or relationships. There will no longer be using third parties as batteries or as material gain. And they're in a nightmare over it. They're in the moon energy. They're stuck here in this lower vibrational, shadowy, passionate predicament. And that's their judgment, to be separated. To be separated from love. Lust is being separated from love. Careless debauchery is being separated from loyal, trustworthy love and the wealth that it produces. They're going to come forward and they're going to try to share some secrets, but they're not going to share all of them. They don't have any courage, so they're going to share some secrets, but they're not going to tell everything. They're not courageous. You're okay, and you're like, okay, whatever. You're stable. Love is stable. Love is stable. You are okay. You got your Ace of Cups, you got your Nine of Cups, and you've got your love here. You're just overflowing with love. Overflowing with love. And these ones who tried to rob you, they don't have any courage, and they're coming forward trying to share some secrets, but they're not sharing all of them because it came out sideways. So they're still not coming clean. Confined. They will be confined. They want to compromise. You have a promise, sweetheart. And this malarkey is being stopped. And they're frightened because you reached your goals. You are unified. And you're coming into divine union that is also unified. Those who have unified within the middle ground, those who have harmonized the light and the shadow within themselves, their angel and their demon, or their beast, whatever you want to call it, they are the ones who get to stay on the middle ground and come into union with a like partner who has also unified the light and the shadow within self. So they missed their opportunity with the mother, the Queen of Cups, the nurturer. Because there's evidence of the mind effery that they were doing. Mind reading strategies. And there's a change. They were doing that. I mean, it's bad. To actually, what's sad to me is that they were attacking the mother, the divine mother, and trying to destroy her heart and her love. These jealous, envious people, rather than embracing and uplifting and supporting and complimenting and encouraging, a high value friendship. They attempted to tear people down, to bully them, to make them lonely, to steal their husbands, their wives, of those people who love themselves. They're furious now because they're sick and you are relaxed, you're comfortable, you're balanced, you're unified. And these ones who were prideful fell into a trap and they've lost and they want to apologize. But they're not telling anything. They're not telling all the secrets about this robbery, about the exploitation. They're not telling everything. So we've got, so there's evidence of the strategy, mind effery, dominating others through nefarious means in the field of awareness. Giving people mental illnesses. It wasn't mental illness. It was magic. I mean, granted, there's probably some things out there that are actually legitimate, but a lot of this stuff is this, and they're going through withdrawals. Because the magic isn't working. And I don't, the magic isn't working to mess up your mind, so you're not sad, you're not shattered, you are not angry, you're not any of that. You're harmonized, you're unified within yourself. You're not easily mind-effed by this person who's been dominating the field of awareness, causing people to be unfaithful, or fearful, or believe that their partner's cheating. I mean, they mind over and over and over again, okay? So now they're in danger because you are in your marriage. They could be suffering an accident. Oh my gosh, these two cards came out again. They're going to have an accident. I don't know. Because their ritual was rejected. Their ritual was rejected. Their ritual was rejected, and now they're in danger. They want your forgiveness. That's wild. They were trying to curse your blessing, but their ritual was rejected, and they're going through withdrawals. Their whole team. And you're coming into your real estate and your reward. You are king or queen of the mountain, or both. However you wish to view yourself as a unified being. These ones are protesting. Those who brought you conflict, they're protesting because they're being cast away. They're arrogant. They don't want to hear it. This thing about this vow that you have. They don't want to hear. They don't want to talk about vows. That's not who they are. They're third parties. They don't want to talk about that stuff. But you got sweet dreams and care, parenthood. You're going to go have a family, a new family tree. This King of Pentacles wants to have a child with you, start a new family tree. They love you. So as a last-ditch effort, there is this, I feel a desperation to find the bridge, whoever that is, or whichever one is the strongest one. The one that has access to the upper and the lower, the one who has access to all the magical properties and qualities and gifts of these realms. They want to find the strongest one and then, latch onto it like they do. Because they're in a misfortune. They're in a tower. They did not reciprocate at all. And so, because you triumphed over the mind effery, they're in a misfortune. King of Pentacles, who is inseparable from you, love, wants to have a new family tree here. They could not cause him a failure. They're in a failure. It could be that he triumphed over the mind effery. Innocence. Child. He wants to have a child. We've got a thief here who is in a Two of Swords energy, stuck at a crossroads. They neglected to give you what you needed. They're very prideful, and now they're confused because you have an opportunity for success. A Three of Wands, an adventure. And this widower has no discipline. They're just cruel, and they're going to be going through some natural disasters here. They have to surrender their need to control you. You got a 9 of Pentacles here, an Ace of Pentacles. You never gave up hope, and you got mercy. Somebody showed you a kindness. Your family came. You were given a charity. Scholar. This scholar needs to surrender. This scholar has to surrender their need to control. Third parties, I have a death card here. And the world has turned. This is a completion of a cycle. You got a sweet love, a marriage, and a new job, perhaps, a new profession, omniscience, balance, harmony. And perhaps your new job is to bring harmony and balance, to maintain harmony and balance, to use these pentacles wisely within the community so that the community is harmonized and balanced. Those same pentacles that these ones wanted to steal from you and leave you in a state of neglect, you'll be sharing with the community. Successful endings, a completion of a cycle that ends in sweet love and marriage and a new job, completely balanced. No old woman, or the old woman has been flipped. The old woman who was in charge of third party crapola is been flipped, is gone. Perhaps. Nine of Swords here. They're in a nightmare, insomnia, or somebody is. They are in fear of this moon energy, the illusion. They're stuck in a passion energy, or maybe they're under judgment for using passion, and they're going to be separated, perhaps, from any sexual partner ever in the future. Maybe they won't get intimacy in the future. Or maybe they're going to have to be a servant of that, separated from actual love. No love, no intimacy, no tenderness. Just sex. You're a sweetheart with the Lord. In love, new love. Now, I don't know, this Lord could be, King of Pentacles, obviously in, certain circles, there are dukes and duchesses and lords and whatever, barons and stuff. Maybe he's one of those kind of lords. I don't know. Or maybe the actual Lord sees you as a sweetheart and is blessing you with an abundance of love and an abundance of wealth because you harmonized, you stabilized, and you assisted in the process of the unification for the collective. Because you did the internal work. And see, everything has to be on the inside first, right? What manifests on the inside then manifests as an output, as a gift to the world. And you made sure that the gift you were giving was a good gift, and you really did a good job. These people want to come forward, or somebody wants to come forward and tell secrets about this robbery attempt. They don't have any courage, but they're not telling the whole story. They're not giving all the secrets. They're hiding something still. They're not coming clean. Priest. They're hiding information from the Lord and the sweetheart. Queen of Cups. They miss their opportunity with the Queen of Cups. They miss their opportunity with love. They were mind effing people into sorrowful situations. They were screwing up their love. They'd come together in love, and then they would mind F them until they were out of love and in a state of grief. This was their gig, man. To dominate the mind of loving partners and unions. To destroy marriages. This one came out and it kind of fell over into the reverse. See, so they could not make this person sick, the mother, the nurturer, the mother, the loving mother. They couldn't make her sick. They couldn't make her stop loving. They couldn't make her turn into a puddle of mush. They couldn't flip her cup upside down. Because she inner harmonized, she alchemized, she unified. She didn't get sick, she healed herself and started filling up those cups. And these ones missed their opportunity. They were trying to dominate her. There's evidence of the mind effery that they were doing, trying to affect a change here. They were dominating. They were trying to dominate. But you got the Four of Wands here, a coming home, a marriage, a unification, and a forgiveness. For whatever mind effery these ones were doing, you're not being held accountable or at blame for that, because it's very clear that it wasn't you. You had, I don't know how many doppelgangers, but it was all an imaginary scenario. And those who brought it up they're in big trouble. They're in a bad way right now. And they may try to lash out. I mean, they may be very unstable. And if they can afford gasoline and have a car, they may try to go around and just create havoc in the world, because that's where they're at. See, they're not inner harmonized. They didn't unify. They dressed up in stolen essence and pretended. But they're inside, just because they're wearing a cloak of somebody else's light doesn't make the inside any less dark. And so when you took your love, when you took your pentacles, when you unified and you took all that angry energy, all that sad energy, all that shock energy, and you used it to heal yourself, you stopped feeding into their supply. And so their illusion kind of fell apart. There's still technology and entities, that are really upset because, they had a good thing going. And I don't know what they're going to do. Maybe I should do a read on that, how that's going to work out. Servant. The servant who is doing rituals to bring danger to you, to love, to your ability to remain balanced and harmonized within self, they're in danger. And they're going through withdrawals because you are wife of this Lord. King of Pentacles wants a child with you, inseparable love. You are the wife, you are the gift, and there is a reunion. Oh my goodness. Everybody's talking about it. So don't be paranoid or nothing, because you are here. And this, whoever this Lord is scary and quite capable with his intention and however he applies it to whatever purpose he is focusing on. So this is what I got for you right now. I hope that this clarifies something that you already intuitively knew. It's interesting to see it unfold. But it looks like somebody loves you. See you on the next one, everybody. Bye.